Right, this is how to install a metal gear conversion set for the steering servo on your 5B. All you RTR owners will probably have to do this sometime or other if you haven't done it already. There's just original plastic ones in there and they're rubbish, no good. So, first thing we've got to do, pull the radio box out. Right, I'll show you why it needs changing. Turn your transmitter on first before you turn your car on. Always do that, because when you turn your car on, your fail-safe will automatically come in and put a lot of stress on your throttle servo. Right, bring you over a little bit so you can have a good look and a good hear. Just listen to the servo. Crunching, crackling sound. It's a fine indication that your gears are not very good. You've got to take the cage off. So, just your normal clips. Actually, just take the front two off. These little washers here will fall out, so don't lose them. Take your servo arms off, both the steering one, just with your 4mm Allen key, and your accelerator. From the look of it, you just got to take them out and that whole thing should come out. Lift your roll. Is there anything I've forgotten? Doesn't seem to be. Lift your roll cage. Might need a bit of a wedge under there. Out comes. Come on, you can come out. Your radio box. Steering servo, as you all know, is that big sucker right there. So take that out. That clip out. That should open up. It's the first time I've ever seen inside this. Follow the wire through for your steering servo, and it is put into channel 1 of the receiver. And here it is. Matter of fact, there might be instructions in here on how to get it out. Right, the instructions say Svensans ikhishmokalaka midku. I see. Yeah. You don't need these bloody things. Continue how you were, by guessing. That's got a seal on there, so don't pull that out. Pull the top part off instead. Okay. Alright, I found a problem in mine. As you can see, there's a tooth missing. In actual fact, I can probably get a good few more months out of this by simply turning that wheel around a little bit. Like so. Yeah, that should work. But I've got the gear set, so I might as well do it. But if you only got a little bit of crunching in your baja, don't have a lot of money to spend, chances are you've only got one tooth chipped, so turn it around a bit. Righty. Here we got that wheel, that wheel, that wheel, that wheel. And we've got a little O-ring. No idea where that goes, but we'll find out. Right. Alright, take that horn off. And judging by the instructions, they do help. That O-ring goes on the other side of this, which I think that is the... Now there's a seal and there's a bearing on here. Interesting. How do I get that bearing off? with a little persuasion, that's how. So, check your bearings fine, which it is. Slot it down on the new wheel. Give it a bit of a helping hand. Lovely. Put the new O-ring on. It's good to lubricate this O-ring before you put it on. Just a bit of spit will do. If you got the flu, don't use spit because it'll be all green. There we go. This little plastic bit here. It's got a notch on this side and that side. Your main wheel there, your output wheel I think it's called, also has notches on the inside there. Those notches have to line up with those notches. Give that a good grease up as well. And that goes on there as per instructions. Okay, it took a little bit of screwing around, but I got it right. I hope. There's two different sets of numbers on these instructions. Now you'll notice little O-rings on these bolts. Don't lose them. Give them a little bit of silicone while you're there. Help them bed in. Now just to be 100% sure that the shafts inside here have lined up with the top plate, plug them back into the receiver. Turn your transmitter on, turn your receiver on. It should turn nicely. Just set your horn on there the right way. Hold it and give it a turn. There should be no clunking, no clicking, no grabbing, no... Ooh, that could do some damage, that thing. Right, take your horn back off. And while it's plugged in and turned on, wait for a minute. Looks about right. I think anyway. That'll do. Put your 4 screws back. Here's a quick look inside your radio box in case you haven't looked in there before. That's a stock 6 volt HPI battery. Not very good, but that's your receiver. This is the wire that goes from your battery to your receiver to power your receiver. That's your steering servo and that input, which is your steering servo. That's your throttle servo, which is plugged into channel 2. And there's a third channel in there for things like lights or reverse gear or launching Scud missiles or whatever you want to do with your baja. And that's where the charger point is. Done. All you need to do now is put it back in your buggy, the same opposite way to how you got it out, and you're ready to go.